Welcome to Driveway DIY, where we bring the shop to you. Today, we're going to show you how to replace an EGR valve. Okay, so today we're going to replace this EGR valve, and the EGR valve is located right here on the back of the intake. You need to disconnect the battery before you start this project because this here will be live. It is a live connection to the battery. First thing we got to do is remove this bolt and take this vacuum pot off. We can lift this, kind of get it out of the way. These vacuum lines, just got to kind of pop them out. This line right here goes to the EGR valve, so we're going to go ahead and remove it. I'm going to go ahead and remove this vacuum line here. Then I think we can snake this under here. This is an EGR valve, so this is exhaust gas recirculation. So what it does is this little vacuum pot gets a vacuum signal from the engine, and it will open a valve inside here that allows hot exhaust from this pipe to flow through the valve and back into the intake. This 12 millimeter. A lot of times this valve is bolted to your exhaust manifold. If that's the case, you're going to want to use some thread lubricant. The bottom one on this is very difficult to get to. You have to use an extension. Next we have this sensor right here. That is a 14 millimeter. Normally I would use a line wrench to avoid rounding this off, but I don't have a 14 millimeter line wrench. The temperature sensor is seized to the nut, so it's going to break the wire. So we're going to have to come down under here and disconnect it from the harness. Now we have this large nut, which is a 32 millimeter on this particular vehicle. In order to get the valve out, we're going to have to remove this pipe from the exhaust side. It's actually bolted to the head. We've got this disconnected. We're just going to push this back a hair. Then we just slide the EGR valve off, pull it out, mind the plug for the temp sensor. We have our new EGR valve. We're going to use our original temperature sensor. We're just going to go ahead and pop that in here and then tighten it down with the wrench. Then I'm going to put the new gasket on the flange. Then take the EGR valve and drop it in place. Reinstall the nut. Before you bolt the EGR down, you want to reconnect the exhaust pipe and tighten up this nut. Now we can tighten the nuts on the EGR valve itself. For the stud on the bottom, we've put a nut in the socket using a deep socket so that we can reach it. Then we can finish tightening up the upper EGR bolt. Then tighten the exhaust port. Next, we replace all of the vacuum lines. Bring your pot back over, get in position. Then install the keeper bolt for the vacuum pot. Last step, reconnect the temperature sensor. That's all there is to replacing an EGR valve. Once you have this done, you do need to clear any codes from your ECM, so use your scan tool to do that. Thanks for watching. Find all the parts you need to get the job done at ebaymotors.com.